I'm gonna make a quick video to complain about people who end conversations prematurely without finding out more. So, this is my last week in Wallace, Idaho. I'm staying in, this is normally a hotel during the rest of the year, but during the winter time, which is kind of off season for Wallace, I've been staying month to month. But my lease ends at the end of January, and I'm hoping to move back to Missoula, Montana. I had a good time there. I had a lot of interesting connections there with people, and I'm still teaching remotely. But there's other opportunities. There's Montana University over there. I might look into a position there. Hopefully, they'll be back to in person. Washington will probably come after Montana. Just differences in attitude, and plus the caseload is a whole lot lower there. Okay, so I go into the rooms and shared section of Craigslist, and I email a bunch of people, and I get a few responses back. Now, one of the responses was kind of interesting. We had discussed, what I do for a living. I had wanted to know, just to make sure things would not be a problem in terms of I have sensitivity to fragrances, and normally that's hard to bring up as a first sentence, right? You want to build a rapport with the people. What do you do for a living? How big is the place? Location. Once you get that out of the way and you have a little bit of a rapport, that's when I usually bring up fragrances, right? And usually I'll do my own research first, right? Maybe if the person has a name, I'll go to their Facebook, and if they happen to like fragrance-free things, I hit the jackpot, right? I don't even have to ask them anymore, right? Usually I'll do it in that order, right? Although on Craigslist it's a little bit challenging. People sometimes don't like to give their names, but do a little bit of research sometimes, right? Okay, now the problem is that we got to that. I even mentioned the fragrances, and then I mentioned that my lease ends on February 1st. And it turns out, I made the mistake of mentioning that, because it turns out that apartment wasn't ready until February 10th, which would have been fine with me. In that case, I would have driven home to Seattle first to check in with my coworkers and my manager there. We still meet up. It's just that the students don't come to the campus yet. Said hello to a few people there. We still have outdoor dining in Washington, and I frequented a place during the lockdown and got to know a few people there. I certainly want to go home and say hello and go to the campus and go pick up my mail, especially, right, among other things, and then head back to Missoula. I would have done it that way if I had known that the apartment was available February 10th. But as soon as I said that I want to move February 1st, the guy ended the conversation. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. This place is only available February 10th. I wish you the best of luck. Goodbye," right? And I tried to clarify that with another email, but I'm guessing he completely deleted that email. I don't know. But it just goes to show that people sometimes are willing to take their second preference, right? Why end the conversation early? I run into this a lot, by the way. As a private tutor, I've learned that you want to be careful with your choice of words, right? So, for example, I get a new client on the phone, and even though I might have preferences for what hours of the day I want, I gotta choose those words carefully, right? I've learned that. Another problem I run into a lot is that right now, how many clients do I have as a private tutor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clients. And 2 of them are coming twice a week. The others are coming once a week. That seems pretty nice. They have a tendency to disappear all at once, though. So I've learned not to be afraid of overbooking myself a little bit, right? I used to get really scared if I look at my calendar and I see that I have like 4 or 5 10-hour days, right? Sometimes even 7 days a week I have something. I used to get scared of that, but now I realize that all of that is very fleeting, right? I'd much rather have a few weeks where I feel like I'm going to die than to have a day when I'm stressed out about when I'm going to get new clients, right? And another thing is, even though I have these 5 clients and I want to schedule them in some way that's convenient for me, I got to choose those words carefully, right? Otherwise, these people might just shrivel up and and just want to stop talking, right? But my question to my viewers is, if you ever ended a conversation prematurely, why? Just curious, like, why didn't you find out if there was another alternative to make it work out, right? But this is good. Maybe God wanted me to find this other apartment. Looks like the other one is an even better situation. Thanks for watching.